So today we're going to talk about some strategies to use and how to thrive during a recession.
When everything is slowing down, but you're not.
That's right.
There you go.
Because there are many people that prosper a lot during a recession.
It's the smart people.
Yes. And it's also people that do certain things during a recession, right?
To do them smartly.
Yes, smartly. Wait a minute. Yes, smartly.
Yes, smartly. Yes.
So one of the things is you got to stay calm. If you watch the news, you can go through a up and a down and a up and a down. 1 minute Trump's putting on the tariffs, then he's pausing the tariffs, and then he's going to put them back on. And I mean, and the stock market is like, oh my gosh. I mean, if you look at your investments, they're going up and they're going down. I mean, huge swings.
Yes.
Yeah.
But don't you swing.
No.
Well, no, don't swing. That's a different subject. We'll discuss that next time.
And we'll be talking about that at another time.
I was going to say, unless you are a different subject.
Okay. We want to stay calm.
Yes, you got to stay calm.
Yes. Staying calm is the foundation for making sound, calculated decisions, even in the midst of chaos.
Yes.
In all seriousness, we kind of survived the turmoil in the 80s, right? Mm-hmm. And we look back on it now and we go, wow, I mean, it was such a distance. Like, we have progressed so much.
In the 80s?
Yeah. There was a recession in the 80s.
Oh, that one. Okay, got it. Keep going.
Or 2008. 2008.
I was like, in the 80s, what happened there? I was in high school. What happened there? I was like,
well, I don't know nothing about a recession.
I know about it. There was a recession in 91. I do know.
Yes. And there was also a recession in 2008. My bad. I reversed the numbers.
Housing market?
Yes. Housing market crash. Tent cities. People were living in tents. It was terrible.
Yes. We survived that.
Yes.
And believe it or not, there's a lot of people that made a lot of money during that time.
They bought a lot of property. They came up.
Yeah. When the market does its roller coaster, because it does, it's a natural.
It's cyclical.
Yes. It does it in the frequency. And if you pay attention enough, you can see when it's coming again.
Yes.
And when the recession comes, it's just a way of doing things differently.
Right. Position yourself. We're positioning ourselves to have some cash on hand so that when it's time, we can either do investments or purchase property, whatever. Mm-hmm. But yeah, you want to position yourself.
The first step, of course, is to stay calm.
Yeah.
If you are calm, your emotions are here. That allows you to see the dynamics of the market as it changes, and you don't panic, but you know that you're just shifting gears and doing things differently.
Yeah. I have some friends that jobs look very insecure, really.
Mm-hmm.
They were insecure with their job. They didn't know whether they were going to have a job. They didn't know if their job was going to lay off. A lot of companies are kind of making decisions about whether they're going to shrink their workforce, whether they're going to close one entity of their business. Government, they're looking at, if we lose some of this federal money, what will we do? So these companies are staying calm, but they are making decisions. And then those that are impacted by those decisions are freaking out and panicking because they don't know if this company is going to go left or right. And we're here to tell you it's time for you to start making some calculated decisions. While they're making their decisions, you should be making your decisions. And sometimes it's kind of funny. People are panicking over jobs that they say don't even like anyway. And I'm like, you know what? This is the universe giving you an opportunity to shift.
Yes. And sometimes we as human beings need to be nudged a little bit. Some of us need to be nudged. Some of us need to be kicked.
Right.
Some of us need to be pushed off a ledge. But we need to move. And when changes happen, it does require you to shift left, shift right, or just totally turn around and do something different.
Yeah. And so when you're in this calm state, right? It allows you to focus on what are your options. You have
Mm.
options. We're here to tell you you have options. Even when it looks like you don't have any options, we're here to tell you that you do have options. Hey, buddy, hopping in the buddy
What's up,
with
buddy?
buddy. Woo, woo. Welcome to the live. Thank you for being here. So here's another quote for you guys. In a crisis, calmness is your greatest asset. It allows you to see clearly and act decisively.
Yeah.
Yes.
When we were having a discussion about this topic, it resonated as far as what the military does, being calm. That's why a lot of leaders, some of the best leaders, are the calm ones.
Yes.
You don't have to hoop and holler and scream and yell. The more calm you are, the more
Mhm.
decisive you can be and think clearly.
Mhm.
And it allows you to execute a lot more efficiently.
And you know what? We say staying calm, and there's a lot that has to go into that, right? Number
Yes.
one, it means you may need to turn social media off,
Oh, yes, you do.
because social media, if you really pay attention, it's a trigger for emotion. It's just a trigger. Like, they will show you one story after the other about how people are being impacted by this economic crisis, right? This is happening, happening. But we went to the mall the other day, and I was like, well, I don't know about a recession, because everybody in here don't know nothing about a recession.
Spending money left and right.
Yes. Hey, Barbie. Hi, Barbie's
What's
in the
up?
house. Yes. The mall was packed with people. So just know and understand, the whole world is not in a panic, and you don't have to be either.
No, not at
Yeah,
all.
you
No.
don't have to be succumb to these news stories that plague your phone. They plague your phone, right? Yes, social media, take a break,
Yeah.
because it will get you all tense
It's
and
it is
anxious.
it is designed to
It
trigger
is,
emotions.
it
That's
is.
how it captivates people and keep an audience going. Um, I can be watching one thing and something that's making me laugh, and then all of a sudden I see the opposite. Like, what the hell is
Somebody
going
getting
on? Right?
arrested,
Like, why?
or
How did it? No? And then your blood go all up high and all.
and you
No.
were just laughing, having a good
A
time.
second ago, now I'm
Right.
pissed off. So it's like, don't toy with my emotions. That's when I go click and turn it
Yes.
off.
And staying calm, especially when it comes to finances, and you need to have some discussions with your spouse or significant other.
Yeah.
Boy, when you are able to stay calm, number one, you form a trust, right? It fosters trust between
It
each
does.
other,
It
right?
does. Yeah.
It fosters effective communication. We can talk because we're calm. Even though the topic is critical, like, I just lost my job and we may not be able to pay the mortgage. But I always say, when I'm talking to friends and family, and they're faced with a crisis, I always say, you have a choice. So you can choose to react by screaming and hollering and panicking and freaking out, or B, you can choose to remain calm and think logically and come up with a solution. It is not the end of the world. I promise you, if you do some effective communication, if you're patient, and you come up with some thoughtful solutions,
Right.
then a year from now, you're going to look back and be like, oh, we made it through that.
Yeah. The calmness. Okay, so nobody's equal to the next person. Just not. We may be connected, but we're not equal, and our emotions are not ever 100% equal.
Right, the same. Right.
There's no zero on the number line. It's a little bit this way, a little bit that way. And it's important for whomever is the most calm to help that other person come into that calm space.
Yes.
And welcome into that calm space, because the two of you together, if you are a couple, the two of you together can balance each other out. And that is, man, that's a big deal.
Yes. And that prevents a lot of arguments. When you see, the thing is, we see this argument percolating, right? Because it's like,
you know when it's
you
happening.
know,
You
he
can feel
said
it.
something smart or you said something
Mhm.
smart, and this is a serious matter. Like, we're talking about how to pay the mortgage, right? But you see it's percolating, and to have one of the partners just go, well done, we got this,
We're good.
let's just
Yes, hold my hand.
let's bring it down. Or sometimes I'll look at my husband, I'll be like, you all right?
I'm good.
Or he'll look at, well, he doesn't look at, he just holds me. Like he'll hold me, because he'll be like, you're spinning, you're spiraling, and he'll just be like, come here.
Come and absorb some of my calm
Yeah.
energy.
We call him the Sandman.
Our grandson,
Whenever he lays on his chest,
it's like,
boom.
if he's wide awake or fighting it, he don't want to come to me.
Nope, because he know Grandpa will put him to
it's
sleep.
a done deal.
So it's important, you're
Yeah.
so right, that one person in the relationship
Yeah.
has to be the one, that says, hey, let's calm this down.
That's right.
There's a solution. Listen to me. A problem is not created without the solution, right?
Yeah.
It's already, it's in the ethers. When the problem surfaced, the solution came along with it. You just have to be calm so that you can see it and you can act on it, because the solution is always there. There is no problem that has ever occurred that there wasn't already a solution that was there. It's kind of like, positive, negative.
Yep.
They both exist at the same time.
Polarity does exist. Yeah.
Yeah.
The yin and the yang, and the up and the down, and the left and the right.
Yeah. So stay calm.